There are times where the organization of your thoughts requires that you insert a table. And it's very easy to insert a table in Word 2007. And I'll show you how to do that in this chapter. In fact, I'll show you a couple different ways that you can insert a table into your document. And the first one I'm going to show you is to go to the ribbon and click on your Insert tab here. And right underneath the Insert tab, you should see the Tables section here, the Tables grouping. There's a button here called Table, and you give it a click, and you see the Insert Table little drop-down menu or dialog box, whatever you want to call it. And then you can just drag the mouse, you just kind of hover the mouse over this grid here, and wherever you stop, that's the kind of table that you will create. A 4x4, a 4x3, a 4x2, and so on. So I'll create a table now with 4 columns and 2 rows, or 4 columns and 3 rows. Once I have my selection the way I want to, I give it a click. Now immediately you can also see that the ribbon changes as the ribbon is given to do, and that's a great thing because immediately I'm shown my table tools, and I have 2 sub tabs in the ribbon under the table tool selections, design and layout, where I can make selections, corrections, additions, subtractions, all kinds of manipulations to the kind of table that are just inserted. So now it just becomes a simple matter of setting your insertion point and start typing your information. So if you wanted to type in maybe the divisions of the National Football League, you could do East and then tab over to the next column. In this case, I'm building some column headings here. East, I think there's North, I think there's South, and I think there is West. So then, of course, we can start filling in the teams and complete this table. Now, you don't need to know how to make an NFL table. What you need to know is how to make tables. So you've seen how to insert tables. Here's how to get rid of the table. All you have to do, once again, is set your insertion point anywhere in the table, and you can go to the Layout tab, or actually sub-tab, of the Table Tools grouping here. Again, you have 2 tabs in the ribbon that are added when you're working with a table. And there's a button here called Delete. And then you can delete cells, delete columns, delete rows, or delete the entire table. So just to simply get rid of a table that's in a document, maybe one that you just added, change your mind, that's how to undo what you just done. Now, here's the other way that I think is very handy when you're creating a table, because a lot of times when I'm working in Word documents, I'll create a table after the fact. What I will do is I'll type in the subject matter, East, and then I'll tab South, North, tab West. So right now, let's turn on our paragraph formatting. East, tab, South, tab, North, tab, West. And what I'll do is I'll make a selection of that paragraph with the 4 tabs, and I can go to the Insert grouping once again, or the Insert tab in the ribbon, and then click on Table, and this time I'll do this. I'll convert the text to a table. And so now it brings up this dialog box, Convert Text to Table. Number of columns, 4. Number of rows, 1. It guesses, based on the tabs that I use, how many columns and how many rows are going to end up in my table that I'm going to convert here. You also have some other options here. You could use the comma as the delimiter, but of course I have tabs selected, and that's what I'm going to use. In fact, you can't even make the change now that you've made the selection of the text. So at any rate, lots of different ways to do it, but I can convert the text to a table just by using that click. And no matter which option you choose, once again, as soon as you insert the table, you're immediately given the table tool tabs at your disposal.